Hello everyone, I'm at a really beautiful sunny Hong Kong Disneyland, and today we're about to enter in and try out the early park entry pass. Now I've actually heard of it before, but I always thought that it wasn't worth it because you only get literally an hour earlier before everyone else, and also there's only 5 different rides you can get on during the early hour, which are Dumbo, the Carousel, Winnie the Pooh, and the 2 Frozen rides at the very back of the park. So I'm gonna go inside and then we're gonna judge if the pass is really worth it or not. So if any of you here are new to the channel and are enjoying this type of content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any awesome videos like this one. Alright guys, so I just got through the security. It only took like 5 minutes just to get through. So what you do before you get through security is that you have to show your ticket or annual pass and alongside your early entry access QR code to prove that you're gonna go in early before everybody else. So that's one thing you have to know before you buy the early pass. Also, the early pass you have to buy separately. It's not included in the park admission. So for example, if you want to buy a park ticket at like $650 Hong Kong, you have to add an extra 199 Hong Kong dollars for the early entry pass, which racks up to a total of like almost 850, which is pretty darn expensive. But just wanted to keep that in mind for those of you who are planning a trip here. Alright guys, so I just got inside the park. I had to wait only for about 10 minutes to get in, which wasn't so bad. But do take note that if you were thinking that when you get the early pass there will be barely any waiting involved, then you may be mistaken, because obviously there are people who probably turn up before the early pass starts. Wow, it looks so beautiful with almost nobody in it. Alright, so I just got in the park and look, the crowd's about to get crazy. These must be all of the early entry pass people like me. And they're all literally waiting for the Mickey and or Minnie meet and greet. I don't know why they decided to do this, but they're really committed. Wow, it looks so beautiful. You've got all the 20th anniversary decorations like I showed you in the previous vlog. And also we have the castle right in front, as well as Frozen peeking out. It all just looks so beautiful. Wow, the castle looks so beautiful as always, even in this bright sun. I'm about to head inside, go through the castle, and the first ride I'm probably gonna do, as stated earlier, there are 3 rides open in Fantasyland and 2 back at Frozen. So I'm probably gonna do Dumbo first because it's a classic, how can you not? Let's go. Oh wait, I take back what I said. I'm about to do the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh first thing in the morning, because it's always a classic just like Dumbo, and I thought it would be pretty fun to whip on it first thing in the morning. Alright, barely any line, let's go. Ah, nice, thanks. Woo.
One day in a 100-acre wood. Hey, that was a wind. If you ask me, he's never gonna reach that. I made him run for food.
Look, Mama, look! Oh, dear.
She made a stomach by mistake. Oh, I jumped. Honey, take her. Come bounce with me. Bouncing makes you feel incredible. Follow me right this way. I almost bounced right out of the ride. That's a little too go steal honey. Steal honey?
Who woke up right in the middle of a cloudburst? It got foggier and foggier.
With you in a minute, Piglet!
At last, the rain went away, and everyone gathered together to say,
Hooray for Pooh, too!
All right, that was ride number 1 done. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I didn't have to wait at all, which was really nice. One thing I did notice in the ride, however, was that there were barely any moving figures inside. Like if you saw the footage of me in the ride, you may have noticed that a number of animatronics figures were not moving. Like they were slightly moving, but not to a full extent. Maybe they were trying to conserve energy before the park actually opens. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that if you're coming with an early pass, please note that not everything in the ride of Winnie the Pooh may work. But if you're comfortable, you'll love this ride. It's a really classic ride, and I'm so glad it's here. Up next, as I promised that I thought I would do first, but I headed over to Winnie the Pooh first. Dumbo the Flying Elephant. All right, 5-minute wait, let's go.
To make sure your flight's a safe one, mind your step as you climb aboard, and then be sure to stay seated with your seatbelt fastened. 各位先生、女士同小朋友，小飛象大寶嚟啦！
All right, that was ride number 2 done. I only waited literally nearly 3 to 5 minutes for Dumbo, which was pretty good. And now I'm probably gonna head into the World of Frozen area, which is probably where everyone's just literally heading to right now, because obviously it's one of the newer lands in the park, and it's become one of the more popular places for guests to come and go to. Like before World of Frozen opened, Winnie the Pooh, Mystic Manor, Big Grizzly, and all the Toy Story rides, including Hyperspace Mountain over at Tomorrowland, were some of the most popular rides in the entire park. But ever since Frozen opened in late 2023, those rides here, the roller coaster and Frozen Ever After, have become have overtaken those rides as the most popular rides in the entire park, which caused Toy Story, Mystic, Grizzly, and Space Mountain's lines to drop down more than what it used to be. All right, we're about to head into the third ride, Frozen Ever After. 5-minute wait because it's literally the early pass, and literally pretty much every single ride that has the early pass offer including Frozen, Dumbo, Carousel, and Winnie the Pooh, have pretty much almost no wait time. So let's go.
And as a reminder, play get play.
All right, about to board. Let's go.
Wanna build a snowman? Come on, I know you do. Also made a magic winter show with summer snow for spending me and you. 你哋去緊愛沙嘅冰雪皇宮，我都係，斯特都係嘅，一陣見。
Tell us the story again, please.
On a day very much like today, Anna saved her sister with an unselfish act of true love. But for a frozen heart.
Oh, and now they're best friends.
Indeed.
我哋係最好嘅朋友啊！Hey, you're going into the ice palace.
Ready to see also?
They were born ready. We get to share this frozen fun for the first time forever. I'll cold never bothered me anyway.
All right, here we go.
Oh, they're both so intense. Put together just makes sense. Winter's a good time to stand and cuddle, but put me in thunder and I'll be a
Happy snowman?
exactly. When life gets rough, I like to hold on to my dream of relaxing in the summer sun. Just letting off steam.
Whew. All right, so I just finished my Frozen Ever After ride. That was ride number 3. I may have waited 10 minutes, which was obviously longer than what was advertised, but still, very happy I managed to whip on Frozen with such a low wait time. With that out of the way, now this begs the question that all of you have been asking. Was the early pass worth it? For me, actually, yes, because not only does the early pass allow you to go on the Frozen rides earlier than everyone else, and especially with literal low wait times, but it also gives you really beautiful views of the park with almost nobody in it. So if you're coming here and you have only one day here and you want to come to Disneyland, then definitely go for the early pass. It's probably worth it if you buy it if you only have one day here, or if you're coming on a busy day, like, you know, for example, if it's a weekend or Friday or Monday, then go for it. But in general, I don't think it's worth it on off season. Basically mean like if you're coming when there's like barely any crowds, then I wouldn't really recommend it. But still, I still encourage you to give it a try at least once, so that you can know better exactly about what this early pass is and whether you think it's worth it or not. So in general, it's yes and no. So I really hope you enjoyed this mini vlog of me in Disneyland where I try out the early entry pass. So if you enjoyed it, please do consider hitting the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon. And also, please tell me in the comments if you visited Disney, and tell me your full thoughts on the early pass if you tried it, and tell me if it was worth it or not. And I'm about to enjoy my full day here in the park and meet some characters, go on the other rides. So if you were thinking that I was gonna be vlogging the rest of today's trip, then I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. But don't worry, I will still be able to try and capture some footage of me on some of the rides I'm gonna go on throughout today, and I'll post them later on my channel if you guys are interested. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be just sitting back and enjoying my full Disney day here. So thank you so much for watching once again, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.